Now, this was maybe the longest celebrity divorce ever. Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie are now taking their custody battle to court. After separating back in 2016, they were married for 2 years. Angelina Jolie is fighting for the sole custody of their 6 children. The trial is set to begin next month. Let's discuss with trial lawyer and author of Divorce, Protect Yourself, Your Kids, and Your Future, Randall Kessler. Thank you for joining us, Randy.
Thanks for having me.
First and foremost, court is a last resort for people who are getting a divorce, correct?
Almost always. There are those few clients or lawyers that say, hey, I'm going to make a lot of money and I'm going to go to court. But, you know, when you have good lawyers, and these folks have really good lawyers, they've done everything they can. Rest assured, they've thrown out every option, every possibility, and they're just entrenched. And the one thing you can't do is you can't really cut custody down the middle. That's an all-or-nothing kind of game. Who's going to be the primary residence for the kids? Okay,
so Angelina Jolie is requesting sole custody, but Brad Pitt wants joint custody. So what arguments does she have for sole custody? Is it unlikely that she'll win? Does she need to argue that he's an unfit parent?
Well, you know, they say words matter, right, in today's society, but the truth of the matter is sole custody is really an offensive word in today's world. You can call it joint custody, but still have the kids primarily with him or her. I don't imagine it's going to be sole custody for either parent. It's going to be primary with one or the other.
Okay, so you're saying that perhaps there's nuances. Because at first when I read the story, I'm thinking to myself, is she claiming that he is unfit to be a father, and what is she basing that off of?
You know, that's what sole custody means, pretty much. We only get sole custody for folks when the other side can't be alone with the children, when they have to be supervised. We want the other side to feel vested in the children. We want them to be able to call the doctor's office and say, hey, can you tell me what's going on? And the doctor not say, sorry, you don't even have joint custody, and hang up the phone. We want everyone to have joint custody, if at all possible.
Is there anything unusual about this particular case, or is it just the fact that these two are megastars?
Well, that's obviously very, very unusual, but what's unusual about two megastars is they're both very busy people. This might not be the battle of the parents. It might be the battle of who the parents employ. What situation will Brad have at his home? Who are his attendants, his people that help take care of the house, watch the children, or who are hers? Because as busy as they are, there's no way they are doing everything it takes to raise the children by themselves for 6 kids.
I have it's maybe an inappropriate question, but how much does a divorce like this cost?
Boy, man, how many?
I'm just curious, because we were talking about campaign. I'm just curious.
How much math can you do? What is Google? Lawyers charge by the hour. And
that's what I'm thinking.
You can bring in 100 witnesses, and lawyers that are out there probably $1,000 an hour. They probably have 3 or 4 lawyers per side. You know, we've had cases that are a few $100,000 each, and you know, these people have the money. And how do they live with their life and say, if I just spent a little more money or done a few more things, I might have had custody? It's a hard
well, and
case.
She's a humanitarian. Perhaps that money could be spent elsewhere.
I agree. If they could work it out themselves, that'd be the best.
Maybe they should come to us. Maybe they should come to us. We can help them work it out.
Right.
Randy, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Nice job. Okay.